Okay, let's practice this again. Let's try this again. One more time. One more time.
What?
You talking without moving your mouth?
You need to start talking without moving.
You shoot videos while using your mouth without talking. Try that. Attempt that for me one time. For the one time. So Skin's got a special guest on today's weekly Twitter advice, which hopefully will be out today. And what we're doing right now is a linguistics video because you decided to work instead of shooting YouTube videos. Shame.
I'm sorry. I need money. People let their ads play on my channel. We wouldn't have this problem.
Are you yelling at YouTube?
No, I'm yelling at the people who watch YouTube but don't let the ads play.
Oh, you mean the people who press skip?
Yeah.
They're dead to me. I had a kid who told me he watched a 20-minute ad, and I was like, bro, you can skip the 20-minute.
Yeah.
But they don't have those anymore. Did you read on the thing? They're updating it now. So there's an update to how ads roll. So the skippable ads and the mandatory watch ads are now shorter on YouTube because, you know, they listen in a timely fashion. So it only took them years to do it.
You know.
But here we go. We're going to get into the 3 fascinating forensic linguistic cases. There was, the first one was this guy and his friend were robbing a place. And then his friend shot a guy. And they were using the words what? How did it?
The gun. Because he said the gun.
Yeah, I walked outside. No one else was there. I picked up my phone. A raccoon ran at me. So I ran back inside, or I walked outside, I picked up my phone, a raccoon ran at me, so I ran back inside.
Because the things that he was saying showed that they were prompting him to talk.
At the first one, they're obviously asking you what happened. They're saying, was there anybody else there? And you said, no, there was no one else there, right? And so that's how they took the transcript down. So that's how they got the guy off on the first one sexually. And let's go on to the next question.
That is a bad joke.
It is really a bad joke. Oh yeah, the guy's voice.
This case was one of the first.
I forgot it was like that. Yeah, just take a deep. It's a really good video though. It's just the voice is.
I'm gonna drink my sleepy.
Okay.
Examples of forensic linguistics being used in a criminal case, but it wouldn't be the last. Number 2.
Okay. The murder of Jenny Nicole.
In June of 2005, Jenny Nicole was 19 years old, and she was living with her family in Richmond, North Yorkshire, England. She worked at a grocery store, and she played guitar in a local band. On June 30th, Nicole collected some of her belongings and stuffed them into her rucksack. She told her parents that she was going camping and that she wasn't going to come home that night. On July 4th, her parents still had not heard from her, and they became worried. They found her car parked in the parking lot of a nearby pub. They decided that it would be best to file a missing persons report. On July 8th, the police interviewed 45-year-old David Hodgson.
I'm still watching it, but just saying.
An unemployed husband and father of 2.
Wait, what?
David said that he had never met Nicole, and he had no idea where she was. The police were certain that he was lying.
Right. Nicole? Nicole who?
Nicole had attended high school with David's 2 daughters.
Okay.
There were rumors that Nicole and David had been in a sexual relationship since Nicole was 14 years old.
Oh my
the rumor
God.
First emerged when Nicole was in
Hello? Hanson!
high school, and it led to a group of girls at the school harassing her.
Yeah.
And one girl even physically assaulted her.
Wait, what? Why?
The
Why would you
also
fight someone for that?
Because she's a loser dating a grown man. I'm not really sure why you would be violent about it, but bullying makes sense.
I feel like you. What? No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Why would you bully somebody for that?
For dating an old man?
Okay.
I mean, he's old.
I mean, dudes never bully other dudes for dating older women.
Hanson. Hello? Hanson? Yeah. Chris Hansen.
That is not what I am talking about.
You
know what?
We have the Hanson here. The pedo slayer. What? The slayer of pedos. What else do you want? It's got like a catchy ringtone to it. And it's all about, you know, jailing people who sex small women. I mean, that's fucked up.
Just in case
The day after the police interviewed David,
I hope it's bad.
2 text messages were sent from Nichols' phone.
I think it is actually.
The phone was 65 miles.
Yep.
That's probably not good.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably not good. Let's try this one.
I thought it was the.
And now this one just tastes funny, just because that one tastes funny.
I just feel like maybe they probably shouldn't be left out.
Also named.
Okay, please just read it, because he's killing me.
Hi, Jen. Tell Jack I am okay. No, everyone's gonna be mad. Tell them I am sorry. Living in Scotland with my boyfriends. Shitting myself. Dad's gonna kill me. Mom don't give a shit. Hope Nick didn't grass me up. Keeping phone off. Tell Dad. Car jumps out of gear and stalls. Put it back in auction. Tell him I am sorry.
Wow, there's a lot more. Okay, let's do it.
Why do you hate me? I know Mom does. Told her I was going. I ain't coming back and the pigs won't find me. I'm happy living up here. Everyone hates me and rich. Only mate I got is Jack. Text you couple weeks. Tell pigs I'm nearly 20. Ain't coming back. They can shit off. Shit
Yeah.
off. That's not how you spell shit. She got me in this shit. It's her fault, not mine. Get blamed for everything. I'm sorry, okay? Just have to leave. She's a bitch. No food in and always searching me room, eating me sweets. Have to go, okay? I am very sorry.
The text messages prompted searches of the area where the phone was when they were sent.
Uh-huh.
And no trace of Jenny Nickel was found.
Damn.
The police continued to interview David Hodgson, and he admitted that he did have a sexual relationship with Nickel.
Blech.
He said it started when she was 16 and they only had sex.
Oh, I get it. You mean we don't shame younger men for having relations with older women, not shaming the older men for having relations with younger women.
Right.
Got it. Yeah.
That's literally what I said.
Yeah, no, it was, but I was stuck on the pedo slayer for so much, being like, Chris Hansen's a thing. Fuck pedos. Like, I was like, everybody hates pedos. Universally. Got it. Just set in though. It's like, yeah,
5
I'm here.
times.
I'm present.
In July, David was arrested for perverting justice.
I'm sorry.
That's why I was beating you. Wait, before did you just think I was beating you to beat you?
Yes. Yes. I just thought we were having fun. I was like the pedo slayer, man. I don't get it.
You have a perverted idea of fun.
Well, it doesn't hurt. How's it not fun if it doesn't hurt? Like a pillow fight. Pillow fights are fun.
No, they're not.
Now a rock fight. Rock fights are not fun. The difference is one hurts, one doesn't.
Fights.
Hammer fights, very not fun. Unless they're the inflatable hammers. Extremely fun.
Right.
Pain is the only thing.
Inflatable hammers with needles in them.
Very not fun. Inflatable hammers with bitches in it. Great.
How would you
Hit somebody, bitch just pops out the other side. Then you stop taking LSD and move on with your life. Get a fucking job, Frederick.
play the video?
And he was released shortly afterwards. 3 days later, David attempted suicide, but survived.
Unfortunate.
After the 3 text messages, Nicole's phone stopped sending out text messages. The police thought that they weren't written by Nicole. The most logical explanation for the text messages was that Nicole had been killed, and her killer wrote the text messages to throw off the police by making it look like she was still alive and chose to disappear. In November, the police upgraded
The same
the
fucking
case
guy.
Yeah, it's the same dude out here running the
to the
gambit.
So
murder
old.
investigation. They had forensic linguistic professor Malcolm Coulthard, who helped examine the 3 text messages that were sent after Nicole disappeared, to 11 text messages that were written by her,
Right.
and 100 text messages that were written by David, along with 2 suicide notes that he wrote. Coulthard found that the person who wrote the text messages misspelled the word off. They left out the second F.
As a lot of people do. It's really
The writer of the
annoying.
text messages also spelled the word might, M-I-T-E, instead of M-I-G-H.
Just might.
So he's illiterate, and it fucked him up.
T. Also, instead of writing myself, the author of the text wrote meself. Finally, the person writing the text spelled their contractions, like ain't and didn't, without apostrophes.
That literally is enough. Like, if you use apostrophes, you either use them shits or you don't. You don't sometimes use apostrophes.
I use apostrophes sometimes where I don't need apostrophes.
Yeah.
I use, what was it? I had a professor that told me one time that I have an X excess use of commas. He was like, they're not wrong. You put them in the right place.
Right.
But like, you don't need them. They don't have to be there. And I was just like,
but I'm not wrong, which means I'm doing it.
Yeah. Are you marking me off for my commas?
Right. Cause I'm commenting it up, bitch.
Yep.
Nicole didn't make those errors when she wrote, but those same errors appeared in the samples written by David Hodgson. The police also found out that on the day the text messages were sent, David had hired a car, and the trips were long enough to get him to the areas where the text messages were sent.
Damn, that's just easy.
The police also discovered that David and his older brother Robert had constructed makeshift cabins in the moors. In one of the cabins, the police found Nicole's DNA, along with a CD player and a teddy bear that belonged to her.
Oh no.
The police learned that in the weeks leading up to her disappearance, Nicole had developed a relationship with David's older brother, Robert. Robert was unaware that David and Nicole had a relationship. In May 2007, nearly 2 years after Jenny Nicole disappeared, both David and Robert were arrested. Robert was eventually released and cleared, and David was charged with her murder. David denied killing her. The police didn't have any evidence that David killed Nicole, like the murder weapon.
Right.
In fact, at the time of this video, her body has yet to be found.
That's so sad.
Yeah, I know.
What the police do know is that David became very jealous whenever he saw Nicole talking to another man. The police think that on the night that Nicole disappeared, she went to spend the night with David in his makeshift cabin. During the night, David found out about her relationship with his brother, and he snapped. He probably killed her on the night that she was last seen, or early the next morning. He disposed of her body somewhere, possibly in the moors. When he realized that the police were onto him, he hired a car to drive him to the areas where he sent the text messages to make it look like Nicole was still alive. A jury found David Hodgson guilty of murder, and he was sentenced to serve a minimum of 18 years in prison.
Minimum.
He has always maintained his innocence. Jenny Nicole's parents are hoping that he'll admit to what he did and reveal the location
of the body.
Their daughter's remains.
Yep.
Number 1. The murders of the Colemans.
Oh no, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do a whole family.
I can't do that. No way.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do a family.
The first one was like kind of detached for me.
I mean, it was so old.
It was so old, but like this one, like no,
Yeah, that's a little real, man. That's kind of dark.
That comment says, finally people are being appropriately punished for bad grammar.
That's so fucked up. Well, that was actually really good. It's super fascinating. We will make sure to finish the last one, maybe eventually, maybe not.
I don't.
It's a family. That's kind of tough, but we'll see you guys in the next one, ChavezzSlovakia. Peace.
Peace.